When you reach out to pet your dog, do you ever stop and think, is this something my dog actually wants right now? Or is it more what I want? It might seem like a small distinction, but it's a really important one, because petting and affection should always be a mutual interaction, not something we assume is welcome just because we mean well. That's where the idea of consent testing comes in. It's a simple, respectful way to check in with your dog before you pet her, groom her, or ask her to engage in anything she might not be fully comfortable with. What is consent testing? Consent testing is a way to give your dog a voice and a choice about what happens to her. Instead of assuming she's always comfortable, you pause and observe her body language to see if she wants to continue or would prefer space. It can be used in everyday situations like petting, brushing, clipping on a harness, picking her up, vet visits, or even just leaning in for a cuddle. It's especially valuable with rescue dogs or fearful dogs, but it benefits every dog because it fosters trust, reduces stress, and strengthens your relationship. When dogs learn that they can say no and that you'll respect that answer, they begin to feel safer and more secure. And when they feel safe, they become more confident, feel more in control of their environment, reducing stress, and learn that they can trust you. What does consent look like? Let's say you want to pet your dog. The simplest form of a consent test is this. Reach out your hand, then pause. Watch your dog's reaction. If she leans into you, stays relaxed, or comes closer, that's a good indication she's saying yes. On the other hand, if she turns away, moves back, avoids eye contact, or shows subtle signs of stress, that's likely a no, or at least a not right now. It's important to remember that dogs aren't robots. Their answer can change depending on their mood, environment, or past experiences. Just like us, they may be in the mood for affection one moment and want space the next. How do dogs say yes? When a dog is comfortable and enjoying an interaction, her body language tends to be soft and relaxed. She might approach you on their own, lean into your hand, nuzzle you, or paw at you for more. Her eyes are often soft and their body is loose. Some dogs even sigh or gently flop over, signaling complete relaxation and trust. These are signs your dog is not only okay with the interaction, but might be actively enjoying it. What does maybe look like? Sometimes a dog's response falls somewhere in between. She might hover nearby but hesitate to approach. She may take the treat you're offering, but keep her body angled away. You might see a tail wag, but paired with a tense body or wide eyes, or stress signals like a yawn or tongue flick. These are all signs your dog is feeling conflicted. She might want to interact, but something about the situation still feels a bit unsafe or overwhelming. In cases like this, it's important to back off, give the dog more space, and try again later. In the world of consent testing, a maybe should be treated as a no, at least for now. What does no look like? When a dog wants to avoid or stop an interaction, she'll often use very clear, but often subtle, body language. She may turn her head or entire body away, avoid your eyes, or walk off entirely. You might see more stress signals like a tongue flick, lip lick, furrowed brow, stiff posture, or a tucked tail. Other signs of discomfort include pinned back ears, shallow or rapid breathing, raised hackles, freezing, or physically leaning away from you. If these signals are ignored, your dog may escalate to growling or snapping, not out of aggression, but as a last resort to create space. These are all important forms of communication, and the more we listen, the less likely we are to push our dogs past their comfort zone. Why consent testing matters? Consent testing isn't just about avoiding conflict. It's about building a partnership based on mutual respect. When dogs have the ability to say no, and that no is respected, they begin to understand that they have autonomy over what happens to them. This is especially critical for fearful or traumatized dogs, who may have had their boundaries violated in the past. By giving your dog agency, you help build their confidence, reduce their stress levels, and set the foundation for long-term trust. This approach also helps reduce the risk of behavior problems down the line. Dogs who feel heard and understood are less likely to feel trapped or resort to reactive behaviors like growling, lunging, or biting. How to use consent testing in everyday life. You can use consent testing in almost any situation that involves interaction or handling. For example, before brushing your dog, show her the brush and see if she sniffs it or stays where she is, or if she walks away. If she stays, you can begin. If she leaves, let her go. You can always try again later. If your dog is uncomfortable having a harness put on, try holding it out and waiting. If she approaches, shows interest, looks at you, or stands still, it's likely she's ready. If she moves away, don't chase. Give her more time and practice building positive associations with the harness. Even something as simple as reaching out to pet your dog can become an opportunity to ask, "Is this okay with you?" And remember, if your dog walks away mid-petting session, don't take it personally. She's just letting you know she's had enough, and respecting that will go a long way in maintaining trust. The long-term benefits of respecting consent when you consistently give your dog the ability to opt in or opt out, you're telling her something important. You're safe with me, I will listen to you. This builds trust, reduces fear and anxiety, and creates a deeper, more respectful relationship. It also makes handling, grooming, vet visits, and even training much easier, because your dog knows she won't be forced into situations she's not ready for. Consent testing also makes it easier to prevent problems before they escalate. You'll start to notice the early signs of stress and can adjust your approach before your dog feels the need to escalate her communication. And just as importantly, it teaches others, especially children, how to interact with your dog in a kind, respectful way. So the next time you reach for your dog, take a moment to pause and observe. Let her tell you what she wants. And if the answer is yes, you'll know. Want to understand your dog better and enrich their life like a pro? Make sure you download my free resources for dog parents. All the links are in the description below. Thanks for watching. Come see us at catanddoghouse.com/dogs.